All right, so this Thursday throwback story is actually about a nickname that actually was called in school, Johnny Five. So how I got my name Johnny Five and nickname Johnny Five was actually at CB Tech, which is a trade school I went to, and construction trades class I was in. And my teacher at the time, Mr. Drew, he called me Johnny Five because sometimes I would say random stuff in class, and he would be like not laughing at me, he would be laughing with me, and he'd like not laughing to be mean or anything, but he'd just be, I guess it would make his day and stuff, because up until I would get into class he just had a boring day basically. So he would be so like thrilled, his day would be complete when I went into class. He always say that too. He would be like, Josh, your day, you're one of my best students ever, um, so he'd be um, like thrilled that I would be saying random stuff because he'd be cracking up and like I said, he wasn't being mean or anything. He was just a nice teacher and stuff. And pretty soon, all my other friends started, my classmates started calling me Johnny Five. At first, he was actually going to call me Short Circuit, but he decided not to because he thought that might have been a little bit, like maybe controversial or something. So he decided not to call me Short Circuit. Now, Johnny Five was actually the robot off the movie Short Circuit. I never watched it. I watched it once, like a couple years ago, and it was kind of boring, so I didn't really watch it. But it was a movie called Short Circuit, and the robot was called Johnny Five. You actually should go watch it if you haven't watched it. But I watched a little bit of it. I thought it was kind of boring, but anyway, so they decided to call me Johnny Five, and at the time, I was kind of thrilled, and I was also kind of annoyed because I didn't like the name Johnny Five. I was kind of annoyed, kind of thrilled, but like I started to get used to it after a while. Everybody started calling me Johnny Five or Johnny, and I was like, oh, cool, because I'm a fan of Johnny Cash, so I was like, this is pretty cool because I'm like, I'm a fan of Johnny Cash and stuff. They call me Johnny Five. It'd be cool. But actually, kind of got a little bit annoyed after a little bit because everybody would call me Johnny Five. Everybody would, basically. It's kind of annoying sometimes, but kind of not, because then I like, oh, cool, because that's my teacher. He's, he took, the time to name me, not name me, nickname me Johnny Five. And I think it's cool, but also sometimes I just get annoyed with it. But at this time, I just think it's pretty cool. But nobody ever calls me Johnny Five anymore, because I really don't talk to my friends at school anymore that I used to talk to, because I don't, they have their own lives now, but because nobody knows my nickname was Johnny Five in school, and but anyway, so well, some people do, but because like it was a nickname that I was called, and it was a pretty cool nickname. Um, I don't know if anybody else remembers it anymore. I really don't. I don't know because I haven't been called in a long time. Uh, but yeah. So uh, anyway, so this is the Thursday throwback story here. How I got the nickname Johnny Five, and thanks to that teacher, Mr. Drew was my teacher, my construction trades teacher, and he nicknamed me Johnny Five. So if you want to call me Johnny Five, that's fine. I don't really care if you want to call me Joshua Jerry, the reviewer, that's fine too. Joshua, that's fine. Uh, if you want to call me Johnny Five, that's pretty cool. But anyway, that's how I got the nickname Johnny Five.